Hey guys, I'm back. Thank you for watching my channel. Today we will be discussing financial literacy and why it's important. I'm going to show you the steps on what to take so to help you make a better decisions with your money. I'm going to give you a system. I'm going to show you on the whiteboard basically so you could use it for yourself and it will help you be wiser with your finances and reach your goals. So now, what is this? A wallet. Have you ever woke up one day and you reach for your wallet and it feels lighter than your vision? And what that means is lighter than your vision. You may not much money. You may not have money at all. I'm going to talk about the possibilities on how to get money and how to reach your goals for when you do have money to invest into bigger things. But why is financial literacy important? I'm going to give you the rough, uncut truth of why it's important. One, it's serious. It's strategic. It's for your future. It's for the life that you have now, going into your future, and when you're passing. It's important because the way you handle your finances can determine how your life will continue to happen, whether good or bad, into your deathbed. Now, I'm going to show you this whiteboard. You see this? Oops. You see this? It looks backwards on you guys, bear with me. But it says budget, bills, and goals. Again, budget, bills, and goals. So what your budget means, what you have, what you're making, and what goes under your budget. What goes under your budget is the amount you're making. Amount, your paycheck, right? And then your bills, you have your bills list. You have your, of course, your house bill, your phone bill, all your bills list here, right? And then you have your goals. Okay, now what are your goals? That's the biggest question. What is your goals? Your goals is important because everybody has a goal. It doesn't matter if you're wealthy yet. It doesn't matter if you feel like crap one day or you feel like your life is not as special as someone else. You got to look at yourself and what you're here for. Money without a goal could be wasted. And that's what I really want to tell you. If you don't have a goal with your money and you're just living day by day with your paycheck from work, you will have a serious problem with spending. So what is your goal? Is it a house? Do you want a house? I think about the materialistic things you want. It's not impossible. You have to have discipline. And what financial literacy is discipline to get to your goals and to help for a better future. So what can it be? Do you want a house? Maybe a new car? Right? Or what about something that's more important? What about your legacy? Everybody has a legacy, right? It doesn't matter about your progress or amount of success that you have at the moment. What do you want to leave behind for your children if you have any? What do you want to leave behind? And it's not a bad thing, because leaving behind things is where people's going to remember who you are on this earth. Do you want your own business? How are you going to have that? Because having your own business is not just about making money. Do you have enough money to pay for do you have enough money to pay for your employees to work overtime? Do you have enough money to keep in your business account so when you die, that money still functions and that money feeds your business and your business could continue on beyond you years and years down the line until Christ come back? You know what I'm saying? So these are the goals that I want you to think about. And don't think you put your big goals, what can you possibly complete within a year, and you put your goals of what you possibly could complete within maybe 5 years or 10 years. So you got to have your long-term goals and your short-term goals, right? Now let me tell you how to officially save. This is how you officially save. Sorry, I thought this was a regular eraser, but this marker is a wet eraser. That sucks. I was going to erase it, but I can't. But let me tell you how to officially save, right? So, investments accounts. You guys need to stop thinking that investments accounts are bad. You have to get educated because they're not. Yes, you lose some money, but over time, you will gain money at the same time. Think about money as security. Okay, if you guys know a little bit about cooking, what do you do when, when there's leftover food, right? You don't just leave it in a pot, right? You take it out of the pot and put it in Tupperware bowls, right? To make room in your refrigerator, right? It's the same thing with money. Like, you got to secure it. And how you secure it is just beyond a regular bank account. It's beyond a regular check-ins account, right? So investments, buying stocks is important because that's generating wealth for your children. So, and I'm teaching you this because these are the things that I have. I have Fidelity investments on Fidelity. I have investments with my Chase account, and I have investments because I have Sophie Bank. So everything I'm teaching you is because I've done. Okay? So this is what you're going to do. You're going to find a good investment company. Fidelity, you can invest with your bank. So this is what you could do. Let me write it down so you can see. Find a good investment. Let me flip it over so you can see. Find a good investment, right? The next one is and this could be, so the question is, when you're finding a good investment, think about what are you into? Are you into cars? Are you into gas and oil? Like, because if you're going to invest in something, at least have some knowledge about it. You know what I mean? I don't want you to invest in some things that you don't like. You can invest in Disney. It's that easy. Disney, Target, Wells Fargo, like several things that you can invest in, like gas. Find things you are into to invest with knowledge. Sorry. Okay. So when you do that, that will make your life easier when you think about investments. Now check your local banks. You know what I'm saying? Check your local banks. And think about like what what exactly you would like to invest in. Now, the next investment is actually investing inside of a bank. So this is what you would do. You will go to your bank and you will talk about, you will look at what type of savings accounts your banks have, because a regular savings account is not going to help you. Okay, because a regular savings account, your money in value decreases, not increases. So you got to have proper savings accounts. And let me tell you the propers. Do you know about CDs? CDs, savings, right? What these are, CD savings, are a savings account that you could, it's a restricted savings account, restricted. And what that means is that they have savings accounts for 2 months, 6 months, a year, 2 years, and 5 years, and so forth. So now when you put your money in a CDs account, right, you cannot take it out before the time period is up. Once you make an agreement to put your money in a CDs account for 2 months or 6 months, you have to wait 6 months to finally take it out. But what's important about these CDs accounts is that you could actually make money just from saving. Now I'm teaching you the ropes now. Now you got to do this, because I have a CDs account with Chase. This will teach you. This will help you save better, and you will make money from saving. So say if you put like $5,000 in a CDs account, you will get, say, about $100 every month. Every month automatically generated into your savings account because you invested more money into your CDs account. So the more money that you put into your CDs account at your bank, at your personal bank, that will give you money every day. So take this as something that you really should be doing, because there's one thing to save and you're not really saving at all. This CDs account, this makes you save and make money. Who doesn't want to save and make money at the same time for saving? But you got to make sure that you do not pull this money out within the time period that you open up the CDs account for. And remember too, you could also have several CDs. You could have CDs account for 2 months, 6 months, a year, several of them. So you're not just subjected to one. So I recommend having the CDs for 6 months, because this is going to be your emergency funding. Let me write it here, okay? Six-month CDs account is going to be your emergency funding. So what's with the 6 months emergency funding? That's for your bills. Let me make an arrow right here and put bills. And if you're late on payments, or this is for like you're securing your bills, so you can make sure that like you're not running out of money when you're trying to pay your rent every month. So the 6 month mark is like for all of that, your bills, and just any backup money to pay your rent or anything that's important, that's very crucial. This account is very crucial, the 6 month. So you could keep things organized so you don't have to dip into your actual savings, like your actual savings for what you're saving for. Like again, maybe a house or a car, or saving for a business. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? Or any other personal goals that you have, or even saving for a trip. You know what I mean? You gotta have a budget. And this 6-month CD is helping you make sure that you save and make sure that you don't dip into your actual saving accounts for your goals. You know what I'm saying? Now, another thing that I want to teach you is stacking. So at your bank, you have to find out what bank you are with, because not every bank has CDs accounts, but certain banks do, like Chase. I do believe there's several, like Ali Bank, what do you call it? Marcus Satch, something like that. You gotta Google what banks have CDs accounts. But also, if they don't have CDs accounts, think about high yield savings accounts, high yield savings account, right? So now a high yield savings account is a savings account that is not restricted, meaning you could pull out money anytime you want, right? But at the same time, your money, you will gain money every day, like maybe $1 or $2 or however, every day, because you're keeping money within your account. Like the longer you keep money in your high yield savings account, the more money you will get. Right? But let me not forget to mention how the CDs account and a high yield savings account are the same in ways. Okay, I'm drawing the arrow of how these both connects. How they're the same in ways is that your CDs account and your high yield savings account is a higher rate. So you get paid higher just for saving. Oops. But at the same time, what also happens with a high yield savings account and a CDs account is that you're gonna get money by the end of the year out of that account. From that account. The bank is gonna give you money because whatever money that they give you, because you're saving, that's your money to keep. But remember, there's taxes that comes from that. Now, don't be scared. This is where the responsibility comes in. You're saving, right? So you might as well have an account specifically for taxes. So say, like I said, you have $10,000 in a high yield savings account, right? Say that you have that in a high yield savings account. So you're generating income every day. You know what I mean? And the more that you add money, you can't just put money once and expect that you're gonna get compound income. You have to keep adding. Say one day you put 10,000, but next month you put 2,000. That continues to generate your income. And then the next day you put 12,000. You see what I'm saying? The numbers are going up. You're consistent. That's what the bank likes. If you're consistent with saving your money in this account, they keep giving you money because you're saving. And you keep saving the money that you get. But after the end of the year, back to here, say maybe they give you $4,000 in your checkings account, right? This is for specifically paying for your taxes. You know, the percentage, the 15% or 35% that taxes pull out of your earnings, that is for your taxes. Okay? But make sure you have a taxes account. And why I'm telling you to separate your accounts so you never fall short with taxes. You know what I mean? And you don't want to be like, you don't want to be going back on that. You know what I mean? That, you know, we want to save and make sure you reach your goals, not go backwards with owing money and taxes. So make sure you always pull out extra money for taxes season when that comes. So this is to go through with you guys for today. Sorry that I couldn't make my board a little bit more neater. I didn't realize that this marker is only wet erase. It's not eraser, dry erase. I thought I picked up the right marker when I left my house. But I'm gonna write these things down for you guys so you guys could do your research. If you're at a bank that is not, that doesn't have high yield savings accounts, quit those banks right now. Okay? I'm gonna help you save properly. Number one, have a high yield savings account. Number two, a high yield savings account is different from a CDs account. A CDs account is restricted, and you open up accounts based off of how much, how long you want to have that account restricted, and they have variations of that: 2 month, 6 month, a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 6 years, 10 years. Those accounts will be locked until its duration is up, and then you could actually take out your money. But also too, the money that you had put in there is actually gaining compound. You're gaining money because you're saving that money. So you're not leaving empty handed, which is, oh, I'm going to take this money out in 10 years, but it's still going to be 10,000. No, you're going to get money. The bank is going to pay you because you're saving. And all you have to do is just pay your taxes. And number three is find a good investment company that you like. And you got several things out there. You got Fidelity that has several investment stocks. I will get into mutual funds and index funds and all of that stuff next time. But I just wanted you to get to the basics with your account. All those regular savings accounts is no good for you. They decrease your money. You lose money having your money in a savings account that's going to give you a penny every month. Take it out of there. So I'll write that information for you guys. And then the first most important thing out of all of this is to, again, make sure that you write down your goals, because making money without a goal, you will waste your money on nonsense. And I'm trying to help you get to your goals. You got to understand, guys, that everything is a sacrifice sometimes, depending on what you're sacrificing. Money is a sacrifice. When you're 60, when you look up, do you want to be well off, or do you still want to be figuring it out? You got to think about this in the long run. It's a mental thing. It's a mental thing, and you just got to do it. I promise, if you do it, you're going to be well off. You're going to be someone like me that could teach somebody else, and you're going to be well off. Wealth is not that hard to gain. It's not. And let me tell you something. Think about your goals. Do you want a car? Do you want a house? Do you want a business? Think about how you could get there. You got to put money aside for those things. I'm going to get into my next YouTube about houses, but I'm going to leave you with this. Do not buy a house if you don't have money to pay it in full. I know that you may want things now, but you don't want quick gratification, because you don't want to have your wealth coming from when you die and your house could be sold. What is that? What legacy is that? You know what I'm saying? If you're going to buy a house, you want to be able to have a house that is not taken from you. You could actually pay it off in full. But your actual wealth when you die is coming from your stocks and your earnings that you've done. You know what I'm saying? But I'll get into that my next show. I just wanted to let you guys know about financial literacy. And then most importantly, your job. Even though I talk about, job is not the all in all, it's not. And I'm still standing on that. But if you do have a job, make the job work for you. Don't go up in there working for others and not doing for yourself. The same way that you're putting in labor for your boss and people that don't give a damn about you, and you're basically building their legacy, build your legacy too. Meaning, when you make your paycheck, when you come home, don't devour your funds. Don't just devour every paycheck you get. Pull money to aside. And what I mean is that you pull money to aside for your stocks. You put money aside to put in your high yield savings account, and you put money aside for your CDs account, restricted. Okay? And you could put labels in it. You know what I mean? You could put labels in it. What these accounts are specifically for. Account is for my bills. This account is for my goals and those specific goals. This account is for my business. This account is for my supplies for my business. You know what I mean? And when I mean business too, your long-term goal for business could be the big business. That's going to take a lot of money to do it. But think about your business now, small term. Like, what is your skills that you could do that doesn't take much money to do it, but you want to put money into it anyway? You know what I mean? Like, I love designing books for children, right? So my thing is that I pay for Midjourney. Midjourney is a bunch of illustrations that I could look through that I could put in my book. And those are illustrations that I could use for margin, for personal use, to put in my book to sell, right? So I take money aside to pay for Midjourney for every year. You know what I mean? So find a small business that maybe be $500 minimum that you will pay to start up your little business, whether if it's a makeup company and you could put it on Shopify, or you want to make clothes and you could put that on Shopify or go on Etsy. Start something small that's not going to take from you too much, and then build on that. You know what I'm saying? That's the deep thing that I just wanted to talk to you guys about. Oh, I do have another thing. In the midst of all of this, and I'm going to write all this stuff out, please look at your account and see if you owe any money. So this is the key to financial literacy. Not just saving. I showed you the ropes of the account, but also to make sure you're not owing any money with your credit card. If you got any loans that you need to pay them off as quick as possible. Not only just the principal, but the interest. Because once you pay more than what you're supposed to give, say if that loan is $200 and you're paying only $200, you're not going to get that loan right away. Done with it. You're not going to get done with that loan right away. So make sure you pay like maybe $50 more or $100 more to get rid of that loan, to financial freedom. And the reason why I'm telling you to pay your loans off quick as possible, because the quicker you do that, the quicker you could invest into things that could get you a quicker way to financial freedom. No, these things is not going to happen overnight, but you're going to be well off better into more financial freedom. You get what I'm saying? So I thank you again. This conversation is deep. Next time I'll have a better marker again. I really want to write this thing out neatly for you guys so you guys could have this, but I am going to write this out in my video, and you could learn this for yourself. I'm going to have the whole blueprint for you guys. I thank you guys for watching. I really want everybody to be wealthy. You just have to believe in yourself and be disciplined to pay off your loans, any debt as quick as possible so you can invest into bigger things. Think about what you're into and think about what investments you're into. so your investments won't feel as boring. If you're into real estate, there's several real estate stocks that you can invest in. You know, you got Fidelity, they have real estate investments in stocks. You got what is it called, Ground. There's a lot of investment websites that you can invest in property and get a return, and it's not going to take nothing out of it. You could be an investor that is not and I forgot the name of it, but you could be an investor that can invest as low as $200 and still get investment benefits. And I'll write all those things down for you, okay? I thank you guys again. When I come back online, I better hear some comments that your financial situation has turned around with structure. And hey, like, comment, subscribe. I want to see how you guys been following along. We need to learn from each other and grow, and I'm here for everyone to be the best that they could be. Peace out. Your girl Emma. Salute.